Welcome to the very first episode of Spec Talk, the 2017 edition, coming to you from the amazing Kudos Bank Arena.
We would like to begin by acknowledging the Darug people who are the traditional custodians of this land and where we film. We would also like to extend that respect to Indigenous and non-Indigenous people watching this broadcast and elders both past, present and future.
On today's show, we will be taking a behind-the-scenes look from a kid's perspective at how over 5,500 students from New South Wales public schools own the moment at this year's School Spectacular.
Coming up first on the show, the talented orchestras are the musical glue that hold the School Spectacular together. Let's see what makes those musicians tick.
Tell us a bit about yourself. What school do you go to and what instrument do you play?
My name is Marion, I'm 16 years old. I'm from Concord High School and I play the violin.
How long have you played the violin?
Played since I was 10 years old, so 6 years.
What is it that you love about the violin?
I love the sound it makes. It's small, so it's easily transportable, and when you play violin you get to be concert master of the orchestra.
You've been involved with Spec for a long time. How long and how has it changed?
Been involved. This is my 4th Spec, and things haven't changed much. How they run things here, but the venue's changed after like 30 years, and we've also broken a world record last year, which is pretty cool.
What is special about being part of this orchestra?
You work on a lot of interesting pieces in a short amount of time with a lot of great people, so you have a really good time.
If you were the boss of the band, what pieces would you choose to play for Spec?
We've played a lot of things, but I wish we could sometime work on La La Land songs.
What do you think about the outfits you guys get to wear?
We always have a lot of fun with them. We make them funky and they stand out.
Thanks so much for your time, but before you go, I'd like to ask you one more question. Which 7 dwarf is most like you?
I'd have to say Doc.
Great to hear that School Spectacular keeps our fabulous musicians coming back year after year. I'm bashful if anybody's interested.
It just so happens we are interested. Be sure to write your dwarf likeness up on www.schoolspectacular.com.au/love for spec or in the comments below. I'm Doc, by the way.
Later in the show, we will be revealing the results of the dwarf poll. I'll be interested to see how many people are happy like me.
I'm definitely grumpy. Moving along, earlier this week we talked to some incredible death-defying aerialists who tell us how they own the moment with their high flying.
Tell us a bit about yourself. What school are you from?
So I'm Jared. I'm from Nepean Creative and Performing Arts High School. I do a bit of circus. I do mostly adagio and seer. Seer is kind of working and kind of dancing this big circle, allowing you to kind of spin and create waltz-like motions.
What exactly is an aerialist?
So an aerialist is somebody who kind of manipulates their bodies through multiple conditions, I guess, and through multiple apparatuses. It could be a silk, it could be a cube, it could be a square. This year we're doing a kind of window-like movement. Yeah.
How do you keep safe all the way up there?
So the way we keep safe all the way up in the silks is to mainly, first of all, contract and tense all our muscles. If we're not working hard enough, we can simply just fall out on our backs, on our necks. It's quite dangerous. But also, as much as we are there physically, to be also there mentally, because if your head's not in the game, then you can also injure yourself.
The word on the street is that you are taught how to do this in a circus. Is that true?
Not necessarily true, but we do kind of have a circus-like environment. It's fun, there's juggling, there's jokes, there's flipping, so it's a good time.
What's your favourite movement or trick?
I would say my favourite movement that I've got currently is in the seer, and it's kind of a combination between a waltz and a cartwheel, but again, it's in a big circle. So, my turn to ask you a few questions. So what happens if you get really hungry up there?
You don't eat as much before you go up, so you just gotta push through
and what happens if you really need to pee up there?
You just gotta tense up and just forget about it.
Yeah? So thank you so much for your time. Before you go, one last question. Which of the 7 dwarves are you most like?
Probably more of a happy dwarf.
Yeah? Cool. Thank you very much.
So interesting to hear all that inside information about how those amazing artists do what they do.
We've been at the arena for almost a week now and seen some wonderful things and met some wonderful people, all owning the moment.
Next up, we meet a whole range of performers, from our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander ensemble to the amazing de-arts performers.
Our talented interviewers ran all over the arena to have a chat to our diverse group of performers to find out what dwarf they are and what they're up to.
Hi, my name's Ben. I'm from Taree, New South Wales, and I'm here with Naya right now. So, how many times have you been in School Spectacular?
This will be my 4th year in School Spectacular. It's been an amazing experience every time coming down from Tamworth, and I love it every time. So Ben, what has inspired this year's item?
The whole fact of togetherness, that we're all one group. There can be hundreds of tribes in Australia, but we're all one culture and one group. We all unite together, and that really inspires the whole piece.
So why is it important to have Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture in the School Spectacular?
The recognition is a big part of the show. I reckon recognising other religions, cultures is a big part of the show, and it's also the fact of showing that we are all one, like all religions, all cultures, that we're all in the same country, we're all in the same area, and we're all the same people, and we all have the same lifestyle, and again, togetherness of everyone. Just one more question before we go. Which one of the 7 dwarves is most like you?
I would have to say bashful, because it's just who I am.
Is this your first time at School Spectacular?
Second one.
What do you do in the show?
I'm a dancer. I did Everybody Needs Somebody.
Have you made any friends here at Spec?
Yes, I have a friends. I have Monty and Tiago.
What's your favourite part of being in the show?
Everybody Needs Somebody.
Thank you so much for your time. Before we go, one last question. Which of the 7 dwarves are you most like?
Sleepy.
Thank you very much.
Great to hear from all those different groups. Thanks to all for sharing their stories.
Next up, we have a special guest. Well, he isn't that special. I mean, I guess you're kind of a big deal around the dressing rooms here at Spec. Please welcome Hugo.
Thanks very much, and thanks for making me feel so special. Not.
Now, the word on the street is that you're the best at fidget spinning in the entire cast of Spec. Is that true?
I have challenged everyone in my past Backstage, and I challenge anyone watching. No one can spin a fidget spinner better than me.
What does this talent involve exactly? Any hot tips for aspiring fidget spinners out there?
Is fidget spinning even still a thing? Well, I mean, I enjoyed it back in March, but it's November.
I'll stop you right there. Fidget spinners are still cool. See Exhibit A. And secondly, my technique is a family secret. I'll take it to the grave.
There you have it. He is owning the moment, and fidget spinners are here to stay. He's not spilling his secret either.
Quality TV. Moving right along, some of our most talented performers this year at School Spectacular are faceless.
Creepy. What she means is that they're hidden underneath a massive puppet. Enough banter, let's cross to puppet headquarters to find out about the puppeteers at Spec.
Okay, so tell us a bit about these puppets. What are they?
So these puppets at the moment, we've made scary trees for the Imaginarium segment. So they turn out like happy trees at the start, and then they turn into scary trees, and we kind of try and scare the audience a bit into it. So yeah, they're meant to be dark and gloomy kind of trees, yeah.
Is this your first time operating a puppet? And if so, how did you learn?
No, this is my 6th year in Spec and doing puppets. So I started out with John Deacon, and I was in year 7 when I started. It was weird because it's like getting in foam and you're all sweaty and everything. It doesn't feel natural, but it kind of grows on you after about the 2nd year of doing it. Kind of got better and better and better, and it just becomes natural after that.
breathe under the puppet? Is there a snorkel or something under there?
So we've got this face mask here, and it's like a mesh thing, so you kind of, not much air gets in, so you put your mouth up to it kind of close and you just suck all the air in, but it's a massive breath before you go in. You don't just breathe till you get out, so it's kind of gets a bit hot.
Thanks for that great interview. Now we know a little bit more about how all those amazing puppets work.
Throughout the week, messages of support, love and humour have been posted on our blog and the School Spec website. Here are a few that we would like to share.
This one's from Jenny. Good luck to all of our Mully grubbers from Mullyam Public School in Carra. We are all missing you like crazy.
This one's from Annie. So proud of Urunga Public School for their hard work of rehearsal and being selected to be in the choir. Big achievement for a small country school.
This one's from Anne. A big shout out to all the D-Arts dancers. All your teachers and SLSOs are so proud of you all, and we know you will have a great time dancing your hearts out.
This one's from Anne-Marie. Good luck to the New South Wales Public Schools Millennium Marching Band, who will be performing over the next couple of days. For those of you going to see the show, make sure you stay in your seats at intermission to watch 90 of our public schools musicians perform with military precision.
Be sure to leave us more messages of love and humour on www.schoolspectacular.com.au/love for spec. Search under the Love for Spec tab and message away.
Next up, we travel over to our amazing choir to find out about the epic journey of one of our talented singers.
You're in the choir. How many singers are here today?
Well, a lot. 2,700.
Apparently you've come from really far away.
Yeah, we had to come yesterday. It was 7 hours away.
Sometimes do you wish you can grab a microphone and sing louder than everyone else?
Yeah, I sing in the shower every night.
How do you get your hair in perfect shape for the day?
Well, I put some gel in it and comb it.
One last question. Which of the 7th awards are you most like?
Dopey.
Wow, what a great story and what a long way to come. I thought the traffic along Parramatta Road was rough.
We're almost out of time here on Spec Talk, but luckily we have time for one more story.
Backstage at Kudos has many rooms and many performers all owning the moment.
Let's follow some of our amazing dancers to find out what it's like back there.
We're here today with some amazing dancers from School Spec. Why are dancers the best?
Because it's super fun and we get to wear these amazing outfits.
Have you guys made heaps of friends at Spec?
Yeah, there's lots of people at many different schools and lots of different cultures, and we can all combine as one.
So, what piece are you in?
We're in the opening, which is called Feel This Moment.
And what do you love about it?
We get to have a whole heap of amazing featured artists, whether they be dancers or singers, and the whole choir and musicians.
Sometimes when we're waiting to dance, we like to sit and chill out with our friends. Thanks for your time. One last question. Which of the 7 dwarves do you most like? Grumpy, Sleepy, Dopey. Great.
I love it. What an interesting place Backstage is. Those dancers sure know how to entertain.
Speaking of entertainment, the results are in for our poll. We'll finally find out which dwarf name is the most popular.
Well, that's a surprise. Looks like Sleepy is owning the moment at this year's School Spectacular.
On that note, thanks for joining us here on Spec Talk. See you again next year. Goodbye.